Hi, in this video we'll show you the basics of using the RealtyFinder.us site. If you're looking for property in South Florida, RealtyFinder is all you need. First of all, there is no sign up or registration required, and it's always free. You can do unlimited searches, see the full property details for each listing, plus all photos available and virtual tours, including 3D Matterport tours if they've been done. For every property that comes up on your searches, you get the walk score, bike score, community information, area demographics, and more. You have a comprehensive freestyle search with quick search, map search, and advanced search options that you can use to quickly zoom in on exactly what you're looking for. We'll show you how to use those in this video. There are also many pre-made popular searches that can save you time for many common property and lifestyle types and features. And if you want to save even more time, we're happy to build custom searches for you to your exact requirements, as many as you need with no obligation or cost. When you find properties that you like or don't like, you can save the property, save your opinion about the property, attach comments, invite friends and family, and share any properties you want so your friends and family can see what properties you found and what you think about those properties. Then they can share the experience with you and help you out when you want them to. So let's take a look at how it works. So here we are at RealtyFinder.us, and I'm going to go through the site real quick, and we're going to spend most of our time on the freestyle property search. But first I'm going to show you a couple of pre-built searches that we have. We have by county and type, popular searches, city and community. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them, but for example, by county and type, it opens up each one of these blocks is a county, and then we have various popular searches for each one. So for example, if you go into Palm Beach County and say you're looking for townhomes and villas, just click on that, and it gives you all the townhomes and villas. They're listed in newest listing to oldest listing order. So the newest one there was 3 hours online, for example. And there's a map, and you can zoom in into and out of the map. You can click on the properties that way, or you can scroll all the way to the bottom. And at the very bottom, if you want to see more, you can see all results. So the oldest one on this page is 3 days on the market. But there are a lot more if you want to scroll past them. Another one, for example, is popular searches. So if you're in here, it's by the type of search. So we have coming soon listings, open houses, fixer-uppers, pet friendly, all these different types here. And then we have them by county. So again, if you wanted, say, townhomes and villas with garages for sale, in say Broward County, you just click on this, and there they are. So when you hover over these, you'll notice that little drop down comes where you can save, you can add your reaction, comments, etc. If you click on any of these listings, you get the full detailed view, and all of these options are available as well. And just to tell you about them real quick, you can ask any question you want or request a tour of the property. If you do that, a little screen pops up and you have to tell us your contact information so we can get back to you. Or you can just call us. Our number is down here. You can text us on this number as well. The other options, to save the listing or to hide it from your list or to share it with other people. You can share it by simply deciding whether you want to share it on Facebook, Twitter, or text it, or send it via email. You can also copy a link that you can paste into a blog, etc. That's easy to do, but if you want to save the listing or hide it, then you have to create a free account. Now you can search as much as you want. You have as many searches as you want. You have as many results. You can view the full property details, the listings and everything, as much as you want. But if you want to save a search so that you don't have to create it from scratch every time, or if you want to save a listing that came up on a search so you can go back to it, and I'll give you a couple more reasons why you can do that, then you can create an account. It's free. We are not going to use this, like a lead generation to chase you down to the ends of the earth, which is what usually happens when you fill these out. We are happy to help you if you need our help. If you have questions, if you want to see property, if you need help setting up searches, we'll be happy to set them up for you so you can find exactly what you like. If you have questions on the site or in general, you can contact us or ask us to contact you. We will only contact you if you want us to. We're not going to bother you otherwise. So if you create a free account, that's what will happen. And just also real quick, if you do want to see a property, we're happy to show it to you. We show you any property that you find is fine. We do not charge buyers any fees like nearly every other real estate company in South Florida does. Those fees generally range anywhere from $200 to $1,200. The average is probably $400 to $500. We don't charge that at all. In fact, we will give you $500 as a closing bonus or gift if we help you find a property that you end up purchasing. So it's actually, you'll save anywhere from $800 to $1,200 if we help you with something as opposed to using the average person or going to the listing agent. But anyway, let me go through this listing with you real quick as an example. Every one of the listings has the same kind of format. This is probably not the best property to do it with, but I'm going to show you anyway. It's been on the market for 2 days. This is the price. This is the address. It's a for sale townhouse. It's active. It's 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, plus a half bath. Subdivision, the county, all these buttons you can click, if you need our help or call us. These are public remarks. This is general information. Again, you can look through everything that's there. And on this section here, you can react to it, for example. You can decide whether you love it, like it, and indifferent, dislike it, hate it. Again, you have to have an account so that it knows where to save this to, otherwise it doesn't know what to do with it. You can comment on it, and it will save the comments to the listing, and you can invite friends. If you invite from here, you're inviting them just to see this listing, and you would put their email address here and then send them an invitation, and then they can see the listing that you picked and how you reacted to it, any comments you have, etc. This recent activity tells you this was updated yesterday, but it was inputted first time 2 days ago. Then you have a market snapshot, shows where this listing falls in the market, general features about it, interior features about the property, exterior features, community features, the schools, if they're known, and what city they're in, and neighborhood and commute information, populations, etc. All of this stuff is available to you on every single one of them, including virtual tours, if there are any virtual tours. So you can see photos here. You can scroll through them like this by clicking back and forth through the photos. You can also look at nearby listings. It will show you, you do it by clicking on these tabs down here, by the way. It will show you what's around the property, and you can click on any of these and go directly to those. You can see a map. You can see where it is on the map. And the map, you can have a satellite view. You can zoom in and out. Or you can see a virtual tour. This is just the generic tour that's automatic with the MLS, so this agent didn't do a special virtual tour. If there's a 3D Matterport tour, for example, that would show up when you click on that. So that's basically how the listings are presented and the information you can get from them. So we're going to go to the freestyle property search here. I'm going to show you how that works. That's the most powerful search that we have. Then we have a basic search and a map-based search and an advanced search. So on a basic search, you can start with just this area in here. And in here you can put, and this shows the general area that listings are available on our site. And you can start by typing in any area you want, and it'll start zooming in. So let's say we're in Broward, or you want to look at something in Broward. As you start typing, it's going to give you all kinds of options. So we know that Broward is a county, but it's also different names. There's 17 subdivisions that have that name in it, 2 streets, 2 buildings. So we want county, so we just click on county, and then here's the county and everything in it. There's 12,623 properties currently for sale in Broward County. And then, of course, you may want to narrow it down some more from there. So you can do price, you can do bedrooms and baths, and you can do types. So you can have for rent if you want to check for rent. You can check for sale, you can check everything. If it's for sale, you can type new construction or foreclosures, so short sales. So let's just say, for example, you want to find foreclosures that are also single-family homes. You pick both of these in Broward County. There happen to be 21 of those. Here's where they are on the map. And here's the actual properties. You can click on any one of those and go into the details. Here we'll show you what filters are applied to the search. So if you click on this drop down, it shows you it's in Broward County, it's single family homes, and it's foreclosures. You can clear them all, or you can clear a couple of them. So let's clear off, for example, foreclosure. In single family homes, now we have 4,617 single family homes. So you can do a price. Let's say you want to look for something between 300 and 600,000. That's now 1,684. So you have beds and you want at least 3 bedrooms and at least 2 baths. Now they're 1,183. And then you can go into the advanced search. And in advanced search, you can do year built, days online, lot size, square footage. You can put in an MLS number. You can search for school district. You can check and go by statuses. You can have active or pending or active under contract or coming soon. Open houses, things that are price changes. So if it's had a price change in the past day or past week, that usually means it's been priced down, but sometimes also up. You can check for condo fees. So if you put your maximum condo fee. And then you have advanced features. So you have general features. All of these things are features, and they all have multiple options behind each one. You have interior features. You have exterior features, and you have community features. And you can search by any of these things that you want. One of the other things that you can do as well, we're going to go into these filters applied, and I'm going to take off all of these things except for Broward County, and I'll show you another thing you can do. Let's say that you want to search for something that it doesn't really have a search field for. Let's say you're looking for something you can fix up to flip. Fixer-upper or a handyman special, or maybe you just want to buy something for yourself that's a little cheaper and fix it up as you go. But there's no way to really search for that. There is a field for that in the MLS, but agents normally don't use it. Most of them don't even know it's there. So what you can do, you can search for any keyword. So it says another location, but you can put anything in there. So let's just type the word fixer. So we have fixer up, and then we have this little thing that says find listings that mention fixer. So we do that, and now we have 33 listings that mention fixer. And here they all are here. These are properties that are going to be fixer-uppers. You can type fixer-upper if you want, but you just have to type the word fixer. So that's 33 of those. So let's say that we also want to check for handyman specials. So let's get rid of the advanced search there. We just clicked on that to do that. So I'm going to type in just the word handy, because sometimes people spell handyman as a single word. Sometimes they spell it as 2 words. So we're going to just type in handy. And we're going to ignore these 2 things because there are 2 subdivisions that have the word handy in it. But we're going to do find listings that mention handy. So we click on here, and now there are 10. So we had, 33 that are fixer-uppers and 10 that are handyman specials. So there's a total of 43 of those. And again, they're all listed here, and you can click on them and see. And another thing you could try if you're looking for this type of property is TLC. It means tender loving care, but a lot of agents will say it needs some TLC. So we can put in the word TLC, find words that mention that, and then we have 151 TLC. These are properties that need TLC. Now, once in a while, an agent will say it doesn't need any TLC. So you might get some of those, like this one, that might be one of those. But normally it means it needs some TLC. You could even, and every time you type in one of these, it replaces your second search term. It keeps the area term, but it replaces the search term. So you would have to do a search for fixer-uppers, and then another search for the handyman specials, and then another search for TLCs. And if you have a free account set up, you can do all three of those searches and just put them together. But otherwise, you have to do each one separately and then see what you get from it. And there are other things. You could put the word coming, for example, or let's say some. I know that sounds silly, but there are a bunch of subdivisions of that in there. But if we want to find listings that mention some, and we have 531. And most of these are going to be needing something. But I'm just giving you an idea of the types of things you can do. So we're going to go in here and we're going to get rid of this. And I'm going to show you something else that uses the map functions. You can also type in zip codes in here, by the way. So 33301, for example, if you want to get that zip code, it's going to still show you all of Broward. So you have to delete Broward. When you have areas, multiple areas, and one is more defined than the other, it always shows you the results from the broadest area. So if we delete Broward, now it gives you all the listings in the 33301 zip code, and there happens to be 273 of them. So we're going to go ahead and type Broward back in here, and we're going to select county, and now we can get rid of this zip code because it's not going to be paying attention to it anymore. And we're going to type in a community name, and it's going to be Las Olas. We're going to start typing that. I'm just making one up. So let's pick the first one, Las Olas River House Condo. And it's subdivision. You see there's 27 subdivisions that have Las Olas in it, 5 streets and 8 buildings. So we're going to pick this subdivision. And once we picked it, we have to get rid of Broward again. So we have Las Olas River House Condo. Now we have one here and one here. So it happens to be, I happen to know, that it is here. This is a listing that's in that building, but the agent, if we click on it, it'll give us the information, withheld the address. Now, that's a stupid thing to do unless the seller is in a witness protection program or something. But not only did they withhold the address, they failed to geolocate it properly on the map. So that seller's unit's hanging out here in the hood someplace, and nobody's going to find it. So that's their problem, I guess. But you know it's there. But we're going to focus on this one right here because that's actually where the building is at. So we're going to zoom in on this to see where the location is on the map here. We're zooming in. And then we're going to change it to the satellite view. So here's a picture of this community, Las Olas River House Condo. And it says there's 9 of them. There's actually 8 here, and there's one that's hanging out here in the neighborhood someplace. But is that all of them that's listed here? Well, that's all of them that where the agent has correctly typed the subdivision name into the MLS. But let's see if there are some that are incorrectly typed. And the way that you'd find that is you just draw this out on the map. You can draw locations on the map. They can be as big or as little as you want. You can have multiple ones stacked, not even attached together, and they will add up. So we're going to take this and we're going to draw this. We're just going to click here. Let's see, we'll click here, click here, click here, click here, and click here. And when you go back to the beginning, it draws a circle. When you have that circle, you know you have completed your area, and it can be any shape you want. And now we have 17 listings. So this one here is not actually correctly in the building, but it's almost there. It's at least on the same block. But it is in fact in this building. So that means that 8 of these listings were input with a different way to spell this community name. So I'm just giving you an example. If you're searching for communities, you can do by community name. You can stack multiple community names, or you can just draw the boundary on the map of the community or building or whatever you're looking for, and it will give you everything that's in there regardless of how the agent may have entered it into the MLS. I'll show you one other thing about map search. I'm going to go ahead and clear this map filter. This is going to take us out to the entire area that's possible. And there are listings in our MLS all the way down in Puerto Rico, apparently, but we'll go back here and zoom this in a little bit. We'll just say by Broward County. Once again, so we're in Broward County area here, and we're going to go back to the street map. And we can also add, let's say, Palm Beach County. Let's just type in Palm Beach, and we want the county, which is here. And now we have Broward County and Palm Beach. Since these are high-level geographic areas, they're equal to each other, it stacks them. If we went to Broward and put a zip code in, it would still give us this entire area. So here we have this whole area of 2 counties. I'm going to start just zooming in here. And you see there's 23,523 listings. When you see a dot, that means there's multiple listings stacked at that dot. And as you zoom in, those dots will start to become multiple listings. Well, that's what they're supposed to do anyway. But anyway, what I wanted to show you here is you can draw anything on a map that you want, any area. This is up in Palm Beach County. If we don't have any other filters applied. So I'm going to draw an area that's kind of straddling, just for an example, Broward County and Palm Beach County. So we click on draw. We're going to just go down like Glades Road out here, and then we're going to go all the way down to the Parkland area, up to here, over to here, back over this way, over here. So you can just draw it however you want. And then back to the beginning. And then when we have this area, we have now all of these properties in this area. There are 574 properties for sale in this area. And then we can say, well, I want to add a little bit more. So we do another draw, and we're going to add in this little area. I'm just randomly picking a spot here. We added these. Now we have 671. So they don't have to touch. You can add as many as you want. And then within these areas, let's say that we want to narrow it by price. So we want it to be between 400 and 650. Now we have 146, and we want it to be at least 5 bedrooms, and there are none. So let's change that to 4 bedrooms, and there are 12. And 3 bedrooms, there are 110. 2 baths, still 110. And you can pick the type of property you want, etc., etc. If you want a pool, for example, you can go into the advanced search and exterior features. I'm sorry, I clicked interior features. Exterior features, click on pool, and you want yes. And there are 2. Only 2. So anyway, just to give you an idea, that's how it works. You can do searches, as much as you want. It's very powerful. You can find anything you want. If you want us to set up a search for you, you can just tell us what you want. We will find it for you, set up the search. We can save it for you so that you can come back to it later and add to it, etc. I'm going to go ahead and just reset this right now. You can also reset it by just going back to Freestyle Property Search at the beginning. And that's where we started at. So that's it. Thank you for spending the time to watch through this.